Good evening, I'm Dr. Richard Pineda, the host of PBS El Paso's High Q, the home of El Paso's coolest nerd. Tonight, a matchup between Bel Air High School and Riverside High School. It's time to sharpen your IQ on High Q.
I think we generally have like different things that we're good at. I'd say like some of it, like I think personally I'm like well-rounded. I don't have like a specific thing I'm best at. But yeah, we have like one of our guys is he's mythology, literature, and I'm the only one. Two of us are in the HP program, and two of us are engineering, so that like divides there. And then one of the girl on our team, she's good at literature as well, and of course health. And then we got our senior guy, who's good at, well, he's in ROTC, so he's probably got the military stuff.
So like being like, for example, the first game, we feel pretty confident with our team. We've been practicing a lot, and we've been revising the questions they gave us and practicing during our advisory, which is like before lunch. Besides that, I mean, we know we're going against a tough team, which is Bel Air, so we're pretty confident, but at the same time, we gotta know that they have good students who also answer good questions. So we're just right now in the middle. We're trying to be humble enough to know if we lose, I mean, we did our best, but also try to give our best to win.
As a reminder to our home audience, every match of High Q is divided into 3 rounds. Round 1 is 8 minutes of toss-up and bonus questions. Round 2 is give and take questions. And round 3 is another 8 minutes of toss-up and bonus questions.
Teams, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's High Q, your first toss-up question. What god, who is the father of the talking horse Arion, the Cyclops Polyphemus, and the conch trumpet-wielding Triton, was the Greek god of the sea? Ozzy.
Poseidon?
That is correct. Your bonus question. The superoxide ion is an example of what highly reactive substances that contain unpaired electrons?
Answer, please. No answer.
Correct answer we're looking for is free radicals. Next toss-up question, pencil and paper ready. What is the final price if a coupon providing a 30% discount is applied to a $90 purchase? John.
27.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here. Joel?
63.
That is correct. Your bonus question. What former Kentucky player and first overall pick in the 2012 NBA draft was traded by New Orleans during the 2019 offseason? This question is to Bel Air.
Designate Ozzy.
Kevin Durant?
That is incorrect. We're looking for Anthony Davis. Next toss-up question. Pierre Chauchan led the hearsay trial of what woman who claimed St. Catherine and other saints gave her a divine mission during the 100 Years' War? Joel.
Joan of Arc.
That is correct. Your bonus question. The independence of Switzerland was guaranteed by what set of treaties that also ended the 80 Years' War and the 30 Years' War in 1648?
Treaty of Paris.
That is incorrect. We're looking for the Peace of Westphalia. Next toss-up question. What kind of animals are poet Minimus, the propagandist, Squealer, and the exiled revolutionary Snowball in George Orwell's Animal Farm?
Violation.
The question goes to Riverside.
No conferencing, no answer.
The dead question, the answer we're looking for is pigs. Next toss-up question. What set has a power set consisting of one element, is the intersection of disjoint sets, and contains no elements? Correct answer we're looking for is empty set. Next toss-up question. What rock, which like gypsum and dolomite dissolves to create karst topography, is formed from mollusk shells and other sources of calcium carbonate? Joel.
Limestone.
That is correct. Your bonus question. What Anthony Burgess novel includes a fictional Russian-influenced slang called nadsat, in which korova means cow and drog means friend?
The Stranger.
That is incorrect. We're looking for a Clockwork Orange. Next toss-up question. What singer who recorded The Show Must Go On while dying of AIDS wrote songs like Don't Stop Me Now and Bohemian Rhapsody while fronting Queen? Joel.
Freddie Mercury.
That is correct. Your bonus question. What two-word term names the committee led by Maximilien Robespierre that effectively governed France during the Reign of Terror?
The Committee of Public Safety.
That is correct. Your next toss-up question. What country that succeeded Ayutthaya resisted British and French
Violation. Riverside.
resisted British and French colonialism in Southeast Asia under several kings named Rama who ruled from Bangkok? Question. Joel.
Thailand.
That is correct. Your bonus question. In Christian theology, what two-word term refers to doctrine that the Virgin Mary was created free of original sin?
Immaculate Conception.
That is correct. Your next toss-up question. Boyan Slat leads an organization named for the cleanup of what natural features whose gyres have collected multiple enormous garbage patches?
The Great Pacific Garbage Patch?
John, that is incorrect. Possible steal here, Bel Air. Ozzy.
Dumpsters?
That is incorrect. The answer we're looking for is oceans. Next toss-up question. The 3rd century Roman writer Eumenius coined what name for the inhabitants of Scotland that comes from the Latin for paint? Ozzy.
Pintura?
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Riverside. Correct answer we're looking for is Pix. Next toss-up question. A lowercase p denotes the short arms of what structures that are often depicted
Violation. Riverside.
that are often depicted on a karyotype and in most human cells are found as 23 pairs. Just a Bel Air. Ozzy.
Buzzer violation.
Okay, dead question. Next toss-up question. Pencil and paper ready. What is the area of the triangle bounded by the x-axis, the y-axis, and the line y equals x plus 5? Correct answer we're looking for there is 12.5. Next toss-up question. What battle in which Cemetery Ridge was the target of Pickett's charge names a speech that begins with the line, quote, 7 years ago, end quote? Joel.
Gettysburg.
That is correct. Your bonus question. In the Roman Republic, what office, open only to plebeians, held veto power over the actions of the Senate and most other officials?
Consuls.
That is incorrect. We are looking for tribunes. All right, next toss-up question. Literary examples of what type of animal include the title characters of The Silver Brumby, My Friend Flicka, Misty of Chiconateague, and Black Beauty? Ozzy.
A rabbit?
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Riverside. Correct answer we're looking for, horses. Next toss-up question. What painter of the Four Freedoms series created hundreds of cover images for the Saturday Evening Post? Ozzy.
Warhol?
That is incorrect. Possible steal, Riverside. Correct answer we're looking for, Norman Rockwell. Next toss-up question. What composer's The Chairman Dances was an outtake from his opera about a U.S. president's 1972 visit to an Asian country titled Nixon in China? Ozzy.
Vietnam?
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Riverside. Correct answer we're looking for is John Adams. Next toss-up question. What physicist names an infinitely thin delta function and developed a namesake equation that led him to predict the existence of antimatter? Max.
No, that's wrong. John.
I'm sorry, John.
Einstein?
That is incorrect. Possible steal, Max.
Brown.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Paul Dirac. Next toss-up question. What man sparred with Richard Nixon during the kitchen debate, gave the secret speech to denounce Stalin, and was Soviet leader from 1953 to 1964? Joel.
Mikhail Gorbachev.
That is incorrect. Possible steal, Riverside. Correct answer we're looking for is Nikita Khrushchev. All right. Next toss-up question. Disability advocates criticized California's 2019 ban app, and that is time for the round. That takes us to our first video question tonight, sponsored by the Burrell College of Osteopathic Medicine. Our science video question to the monitors, please.
Hello, my name is Dr. Deborah Bramblett in the Department of Biomedical Sciences at Burrell College of Osteopathic Medicine. And your question is, what infectious mycobacterial disease is prevented by the BCG vaccine, is screened for by a PPD skin test, and was once called consumption?
Ozzy.
Staphylococcus.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Riverside. Correct answer we're looking for is tuberculosis. That takes us to the end of the round. We'll check our scores and be right back with a give and take round. We've had a chance to check our scores, and we're back with a give and take round. At this point in the match, Bel Air is ahead 90 points to Riverside 0, which means that Riverside gets to select its category first for give and take, then Bel Air. Then Riverside assigns Bel Air a category before Bel Air assigns Riverside its category. Those were selected during the break, and we're ready to start. Riverside, you selected the Olympic Games. Are you ready? All right. Identify the following concerning the ancient and modern Olympic Games. For 5 points, the name of the god in whose honor the ancient games were held.
Answer, please.
Listen. Oh, listen.
Possible steal here, Bel Air.
I designate Ozzy.
Nike.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Zeus. Riverside, back to you for 10 points. The valley in western Greece where the ancient games were located.
Answer, please.
No answer.
Possible steal here, Bel Air.
Yeah, Athens.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Olympia. For 15 points, the city and country in which the first modern Olympic Games were held.
I know.
Designate John.
Athens.
We need more.
Athens, Greece.
That is correct. And Riverside, your last question for 20, the English translation of the Olympic motto.
Olympics.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Bel Air.
Give it your all.
Clever, but no, incorrect. We were looking for faster, higher, stronger. All right, Bel Air, the category you selected is historic nicknames. Identify the regnal names of the monarchs known by these nicknames. Numbers are not necessary. For 5 points, Gloriana, Queen of England.
Elizabeth.
That is correct. For 10 points, the Black Prince, Prince of Wales.
Cromwell.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Riverside.
No answer.
We were looking for Edward for 15 points. Back to Bel Air. The Magnificent, Ottoman Sultan.
Suleiman.
That is correct. And the last question in the category, Bluetooth, King of Denmark.
Oslo.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Riverside.
Designate John.
Harold Hardrada.
Harold is correct. Well done. All right, Riverside, the category you have been assigned is compass points. Give these words or phrases that include cardinal directions. For 5 points, another name for Polaris.
Designate John.
Polar.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Bel Air.
North.
We
Or
need
North Star.
Yes, North Star, that's right. Riverside for 10 points. 4-word expansionist phrase attributed to Horace Greeley.
No answer.
Possible steal, Bel Air.
Westward expansion.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Go West, Young Man. For 15 points, Riverside, largest Protestant denomination in the United States.
Answer, please.
No answer.
Possible steal here, Bel Air.
South Baptist.
That That is incorrect. We were looking for Southern Baptist Convention. All right, last question, Riverside, for 20 points. Star of such Western movies as The Good, The Bad, and The Ugly, and Unforgiven.
Designate John.
Clint Eastwood.
That is correct. All right. Bel Air, last set of questions in the category. You have been assigned mirrors. Answer the following about mirrors. For 5 points, author of Through the Looking Glass and What Alice Found There.
Hans Christian Andersen.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Riverside.
Designate John.
I don't know.
No answer.
Correct answer you're looking for is Lewis Carroll. Next question for Bel Air for 10 points. Service that streams the sci-fi show Black Mirror.
Oh, Netflix.
That is correct for 15 points. Singer who got a Grammy nomination for Man in the Mirror.
Michael Jackson.
That is correct. And the last question in the category, type of cell whose mirror variety aids social cognition.
Red blood cell.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Riverside.
Designate Christian.
Brain cell.
That is incorrect. We were looking for neurons. Neurons. All right. Teams, that takes us into our last set of questions, our toss-up and bonus questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's high Q your first toss-up question. What man who says, quote, "What I have written, end quote, after writing King of the Jews, washes his hands after condemning Jesus to die in the Gospels?" Ozzy.
Judas.
That is incorrect. Possible steal, Riverside. Correct answer we're looking for there is Pontius Pilate. Next toss-up question. What emperor, based in the city of Tenochtitlan, was killed shortly after the arrival of Spanish colonizers in 1520? Max.
Moctezuma.
That is correct. Your bonus question. What second most populous island in the world is south of the Tsuguru Strait and is home to the Kanto Plain and cities of Yokohama and Tokyo?
Honshu.
Bonus.
That is correct. Your next toss-up question. Galvanization is the process of adding a protective coat of what metal to an object of steel or iron to prevent rusting?
Violation. Bel Air.
The question goes to Leo.
Gallium.
That is incorrect. We're looking for zinc. Next toss-up question. What Democratic presidential candidate who in a June 2019 debate noted his neighborhood was subject to gun violence is a senator from New Jersey? Joel.
Cory Booker.
That is correct. Your bonus question. The Polisario Front seeks the liberation of what disputed region that is partially administered by Morocco?
Western Sahara.
That is correct. Your next toss-up question. What substances, which Gilbert Lewis defined as electron paired donors, turn litmus paper blue and form aqueous solutions with pHs above 7? Joel.
Acids.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Riverside.
Plasma.
We need you to buzz in. That was an incorrect answer. Correct answer we're looking for is bases. Next toss-up question. What lawyer defended Sam Houston during his trial for assaulting William Stanberry and wrote the lyrics to The Star-Spangled Banner? Joel.
Stephen F. Austin.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Riverside. Correct answer we're looking for is Francis Scott Key. Next toss-up question. What man who served as Secretary of Defense during the First Gulf War and later as CEO of Halliburton became Vice President under George W. Bush? Max.
Bob Iger.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Riverside. The answer we're looking for, Dick Cheney. Next toss-up question. What quantity, which equals enthalpy minus temperature times entropy, decreases for spontaneous reactions? Max.
Maxwell's demon.
That is incorrect. Possible steal, Riverside. Correct answer we're looking for is Gibbs energy. Next toss-up question. What alloy was used to make Edvard Ericsson's The Little Mermaid statue, names the age that follows the Stone Age, and consists of copper and tin? Max.
Marble.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here. John.
Bronze.
That is correct. Your bonus question. The novel, A Confederacy of Dunces, is set in which state that is also the setting of The Awakening by Kate Chopin? This question is Riverside's bonus question.
Answer.
Correct answer we're looking for is Louisiana. Next toss-up question. What island whose Macquarie Harbor can be accessed via Hell's Gate is south of the Bass Strait and names an endangered marsupial devil? Joel.
Tasmania.
That is correct. Your bonus question. What city, the site of a September 2018 fire at its Museo Nacional, hosted the 2014 FIFA World Cup matches and the 2016 Summer Olympics? Questions to Belair.
Brazil.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Rio de Janeiro.
Oh.
All right, next toss-up question. What living objects are said to be things that, quote, only God can make, end quote, in a poem by Joyce Kilmer that claims, quote, I shall never see a poem lovely as, quote, one? Brandon.
Humans.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Belair. Max?
Golems.
No, that is incorrect. We were looking for trees as the correct answer. Next toss-up question. Alan Maskin oversaw a $100 million renovation of what structure topped with a rotating restaurant built for the 1962 World's Fair in Seattle? Ozzy.
Space Needle.
That is correct. Your bonus question, pencil and paper ready. What time in the morning is exactly 100 minutes after 8:40 a.m., given that it must be later than 10 a.m.? Joel.
10:20.
That is correct. Your next toss-up question. Joseph Sinique led a slave revolt aboard what ship, which was at the center of an 1841 Supreme Court case? Ozzy.
Dred Scott.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Riverside. The ship, of course, is La Amistad. Next toss-up question. What modern-day country was home to the man who wrote about the separation of powers in The Spirit of the Laws and to the author of Democracy in America? Brandon.
John Locke.
Sorry?
John Locke.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Belair.
Rousseau.
Okay. The correct answer we're looking for is France. Next toss-up question, pencil and paper ready. If a student read a 93-page book during the months of July and August, what was her average number of pages read per day? Max.
2.
That is incorrect. Possible steal, Riverside. Correct answer we're looking for is 1.5 pages per day. Next toss-up question. What poet described, quote, the voices dying with a dying fall, end quote, in a poem beginning, quote, let us go then, you and I, end quote, titled The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock? Ozzy.
Smith.
That is incorrect. Possible steal, Riverside. Correct answer we're looking for, T.S. Eliot. Next toss-up question. What poet from colonial Massachusetts included, quote, the author to her book, end quote, in her collection, The 10th Muse, lately sprung up in America? Max.
Levy.
That is incorrect. Possible steal, Riverside. John.
Madison.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Anne Bradstreet. Next toss-up question. What deity, who is depicted in a sculpture missing its head and its left wing that was discovered by Samothrace, is the Greek goddess of victory? Ozzy.
Nike.
That is correct. Your bonus question. What Alabama governor ran for president in 1968 as a third-party candidate with the slogan, quote, segregation now, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever, end quote?
George Wallace.
That is correct. Your next toss-up question. What bay, which is home to Tangier Island, receives both the Susquehanna River and the Potomac River and is between Virginia and Maryland? Joel.
Chesapeake.
That is correct. Your bonus question. Hector Berlioz' Harold in Italy is a symphony featuring what solo string instrument whose lowest string is tuned to the C below middle C?
Viola.
That is correct. Your next toss-up question. The Crab Nebula was formed by what sort of event which has types like 1A can form neutron stars and is a destructive explosion of a massive star? That question then goes just to Riverside. Brandon.
Supernova.
That is correct. We've got time for your bonus question. What city was led by Stephanie Rawlings Blake in 2015 when Freddie Gray died after entering a coma while in police custody?
Sydney Christian.
Baltimore.
That is correct. That question closes our round out and takes us to our last video question. This question sponsored by the El Paso Chamber. Attention to the video monitors, please.
Hi, Hi, my name is Desiree Manzanares, and I am the Director of Government Advocacy here at the El Paso Chamber of Commerce. The question that I have for you is, coaching small businesses on topics such as financial literacy is one of the Chamber's 4 main pillars. What are the 3 primary financial accounting documents? A, balance sheet, bank statements, and payroll records. B, bank statement, and income tax returns. Or C, balance sheet, income statement, and cash flow statement.
Max.
B.
That is incorrect. Possible steal here, Riverside. John.
C.
That is correct, and that is the last question of the round. We're going to check our final scores. We'll be back in just a moment. We've had a chance to check our scores, and with a final of 250 to 105, Bel Air is victorious over Riverside. Congratulations to both teams. Be sure to tune in next week when our match features Northwest Early College High School versus Pebble Hills High School. Remember, we'll sharpen your IQ on High Q.